So I'm Halima, and today's topic is on how to refresh and renew your box braids, which will also help you to omit some of the damage and breakage and kind of a knotting thing that happens with prolonged usage of box braids. So what I have in my hair is these two-tone box braids that I did. They were longer to begin with, and then um, I had them cut just to kind of do something new with the style, something fun. So they're blonde in the front, and in the back they're like a brunette color. Might be kind of hard to see it with the lighting, but I've had these in for about 3 weeks and something, probably more like 4 weeks or so. And I've already redone the first two, so you can see that um, this camera, I'm sorry, the quality isn't the best, but you can see that those have been refreshed a little bit better. And then you see, if you can see all of this fuzzy hair in here, that would include the new growth and the slippage that's occurred over time with the braids and, just whatever you do, like the motion of moving the braids and styling them and washing them and scratching and all those kinds of things that happen normally with wearing box braids. So I've conditioned my hair with these braids in within that time at least about, well, I know I've conditioned it 2 times at least, maybe 3 times or more. Um, but yeah, definitely have these wet. Sometimes I just sprayed water in them. Sometimes I've used oil in them. But over time, if you have experience with box braids, you might know that there's an evil buildup that happens with these braids, and it's quite terrible. And I've left it in the past. I left my braids in for maybe up to a month, over a month. Um, and I've gotten it to where I get this lint buildup and all this gunk that just builds up and then hardens in my hair and kind of really like knots it together and causes my hair to break. And it can be terrible getting it out. And I was looking at this braid right here, the one that I've already done the other day, and I noticed I was getting some of that buildup, which was horrible. And well, it was horrible in the past. This time it wasn't so bad. Thank God I was able to catch it in time. So it still has some moisture to it this time, but it's like oil. My hair is oily beyond that point and kind of sticky. And so I was thinking about just taking the braids out, but I was kind of liking the style, and plus it saved me so much work over the last weeks because I haven't had to really think about too much what to do as far as styling. So I decided maybe I will start refreshing these. And so what you have to do if you're going to refresh your braids, if you're going to use the same hair, is you want to just start to take them out, unbraiding them from end to top. And so you just want to start doing that. You don't want to tear through them and, you know, be too rough with them if you can help it because you want to reuse the hair. So you just start taking them out like this. Which, if you want to, you can try using a rat tail comb and going between the braid pattern, like down the middle of it, just kind of going through that way. But sometimes that can also get it to tangle up. But I'm on this third braid on the left side of my head right now. I've already done the first two. So there are benefits and there are disadvantages to doing this. One of the disadvantages is you have to take it apart braid by braid from bottom to top. But one of the benefits, or two of the benefits, is that it's already parted, so you don't have to go through the whole parting process again if you're not worried about it being too, like exactly perfect because my parts aren't perfect. Um, but they're still pretty good. They're fine for me. I've learned in having natural hair not to be such a perfectionist about my hair because when I first went natural, that would bug me. It would bother me. But part of it was because of my low self esteem about my own natural hair. We grow up hearing different things from people about hair and, what's good hair and what's bad hair, and then it causes people to devalue what God made them with, but it is good. So just take care of it, and accept. I heard somebody say the sooner you accept your hair the way that it is, the better off you are, because you're not trying to heat style your hair into something that it's not, and you're not trying to, do a bunch of things to um, texturizers and relaxers and things like that. You're not trying to do all those things to get your hair to do something that it's not naturally meant to do. So it's good to be thankful and content with what God has given us. And some days are easier than others. Some days get hard, but just return to being grateful and thank God for what He's given us. Okay, so this one, if you can see right here, that's where the buildup has been. That's nasty stuff. So what you want to do is, instead of combing through it, you want to just kind of pull horizontally like this and try to pull the lint apart. So thankfully, like I said before, this hasn't gotten all nasty and hard and stuff to where it's really difficult to get out. But you want to try to get that stuff out as much as you can. So like I said, pull horizontally. Try not to leave any lumps of that lint in. And after you get done pulling, rub down like this. Rub down your hair shafts and pull out any loose strands. You don't have to be rough with it. Hold it up here while you pull at the bottom so that you're not pulling too much. Just rub down like that. So you want to go in a horizontal motion to remove the lint, then you want to go in a vertical motion to remove loose hairs. All right. And so the next step is you want to be somewhere with access to water, whether you have a wet towel, maybe. If you do that, just be gentle. Or if you're by the sink, which I'm by the sink. So what you want to do is now try to clean this section of hair a bit. And what's probably better is if you use a shampoo or a conditioner to do this. And like I said, even though I was conditioning my hair and things, it still ended up getting built up. So don't be fooled if you're washing or conditioning. It will still benefit you to, after if you've had your braids in for a prolonged period of time, take one loose or pull it down as much as possible. But it's probably better to take it loose so you avoid some breakage. But see if you've been getting lint build up, and then you want to take care of that, because, like I said, you don't want it. It could get like mine was, which was hard and gunky. And then even one time I had to have help and have somebody comb it through, and it's bad because it causes breakage and problems. So what you want to do is either shampoo or condition in this area. But what I'm doing right now, I'm just doing water, just straight water. So it's not the best because it's not getting everything out, but it is helpful. And it also makes your braids look fresher too, because your hair gets some moisture from the water. So I'm just rubbing in a vertical motion with 2 hands like this. You want to clear out as much of that gunk as you can. Okay, and once you're done doing that, just making sure you can get, removed hairs, rinsing it from root to tip. Then you just check where your parts are and just pull it all back. Pull it all back into, like, as if you first were braiding it. The hair that you use should probably still have the loop in where the center was that you had around your hair. So just start from that again. I use like a staggered kind of braiding that my mom actually showed me when I was younger. So this helps you to use less packs of hair when you stagger the hair like this, because you can cut it in half and then stagger it and then put it in, and it still gets some length to the braids. Okay, so you put it in, twist it, and start braiding it. And you just braid it all the way down. And that, my friends, is how you refresh your box braids. You renew them. It's good for your scalp. You get to clean your scalp some, your hair some, if you do it well. And and you get to keep your braids. So if you like your braids, another benefit of this is that, okay, so it saves time. It helps your hair be healthier and better condition while you're wearing the braids because you're reducing breakage and things like that. Then it also saves money because you're not buying or using new packs of hair, um, of synthetic hair or human hair, whichever you use. This is synthetic, which I usually use because it's cheap. And I'd say be careful because some synthetic hair makes your head itchy. If it's making your head itchy, that's probably not a good thing. This did actually make my hair itchy, but um, I don't know if it's as bad as some that I've had before. But just, be careful and use wisdom with these things because some of it is probably not really good for our scalp. So, yeah, just braid it in, braid it on down. And that's how you do that. And then if you want to make it look clean cut again, like how these are, pretty sharply cut. And again, it's a little bit staggered this or a little bit slanted this way, so it's like a staggered kind of bob look. If you want it to get that fresh look again, just clip the ends of the hair again when you're done. Because when you get done braiding it this time, it's gonna probably have a more natural gradation like this. It's not going to be sharp cut anymore. But if you want that cut back, like I said, just take your scissors and do it again. So I hope that this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Just put them in the box below. Thanks for watching this little natural. And also, I do have a page on Facebook. I haven't actually been active on it lately. But it's called This Little Natural Health and Fitness. Check that out on Facebook. Go on there and like it. I am planning to try to do a 1 week juice fast next week, Lord willing. Um, I need to kind of factory reset my body a little bit because I'm sick of the digestive issues, the bloating and stuff that I experience so often. And my food choices haven't been the best either. So it gives me an opportunity to do some good things for my body, which also can translate into your hair and your general health and well-being. So, and also it's good, like if you're doing something like that too, just make it a spiritual journey with Jesus and just use it as a time to pray and do some, soul searching and seeking what is God's will for your life. So that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. Yeah, have a great day. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. This little natural. Yeah. Blessings.